Hi, everyone. This is Kimberly Smith, and I'm with Talk Texas Oil Media Group. Thank you for joining. Hi, North Texas Aerials. I have a lot to say today. I'm a global media specialist with Talk Texas Oil Media Group, and we are social media driven news. Hi, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining Add Me Group. Um, Thanks for joining. Hi, Traveling Matt. If you'd like to join, you join the broadcast. I can accept that on my end. How are you? I have a lot to say to social media today, to our global media outlets. Hi, LLC Mud. We are a social media driven news source providing relevant conversations about fossil fuels in the energy market. And I am getting ready. I had so many experts last year join, and we're all getting ready to now reach out to, thank you, LLC Bud. We're all getting ready to reach out to national media. And I'm going to tell you why. I want to invite global media outlets to watch our broadcast. We have 15 subject matter experts. Hi from Winter Mud. Hi, thanks so much. We have so many experts that are available to contribute to your news stories and respond. When I saw that the price of gas and oil and gas dropped in the market, and I was addressing a group of students because I'm a professor, and I went on various news channels on the big screen to actually show them the clips about how the oil and gas market has been challenged by COVID-19, how the airline industry has been challenged by COVID-19. I had to sort through various news clips. I found them to be kind of uninformed because simply running a B-roll at the gas pump or discussing the price of a gallon of gas is not the full oil and gas story. It is such a deeper, more extensive story than just what the price at the pump is. And so when I saw these news clips, I realized that I had not made a complete connection, nor this media group had not made a complete connection to letting global media outlets know that we have many subject matter experts, adding Traveling Matt. Hi, Matt. Thanks for joining. Add in this conversation. We do not have enough subject matter experts. Okay, Matt. Hi, LLC Med. We do not have enough subject matter experts that are trained to be there for oil and gas media. And I think we as an industry tend to shy away from that. And we are like, okay, we usually keep the media out, and understandably so, because they like to beat us up. You hear like the last month of the news stories, all the words, and Matt can jump in here, the words that would be plummeted, fell, falling apart. And so you've seen all that, and you're like, well, are we? No, I think we're all still moving forward in the best way that we can in the economy that's happening right now. And I know Matt's seeing the same thing. Matt, do you want to say anything on that?
Well, I want to keep a positive outlook on hopefully the oil field turning up and turning back on. I think that now that people are moving around a little bit more, and I think over the coming months, getting back to normal, we'll see quite a increase in oil and gas use. And then I think a lot of conversations will be
Yes.
for our future utilization of our own resources here in America by, hopefully adding more pipelines, refineries, retooling refineries, LNG plants, so that uh, we have more of a ability to not dip down so much with our usage.
Yes, we have baby Cannon there. We're
Yeah.
all sheltering in place and we're in our homes right now. And we like it that there can be family time and that we all take time to broadcast. So thank you, Cannon, for shouting out and being there with Dad right now. We have 15, Matt is one of them, 15 experts who can talk exactly about what Matt said about the storage facilities and how it's impacting the market and everything else that's happening right now. And so Matt's going to come back in just a minute. When I saw the news clips again, we had not made that connection. So right now I'm going to tag many news sources on this broadcast, and I'm going to let you know that we have a lot of subject matter experts who are degreed professionals who are in the field every day, talking back and forth from the boardroom, also into the field where we're drilling and fracking, and we can tell that story. We can contribute to your news sources. So naturally, when I was with my students and I had to show everyone the clips of our own broadcast from Fossil Fuel Fridays, I pulled up Billy Bailey's clip as he talked about the impact of the price of oil that week. And so it was very well delivered. And that's what I wanted the students in my classroom to see. So I want to share my training real quick to global media outlets. I've trained in radio, commercial production, television, and contributed to various news sources, both national and international. Contributions and factors to my journey in media has been solutions-based journalism, sustainable media, journalism by the Atlanta Press Club, and the University of Texas Moody School of Communications. So, in addition, we've had several media advisors coaching and supporting the Talk Texas Oil efforts as we keep enhancing this conversation and building more people who can be a part of this conversation in the global media outlet for energy news. My experience is not the only thing that powers this network. As a friend reminded me a few weeks ago, who you'll meet in a couple of weeks, Mark Stansberry, I might be the face leading this conversation, but we have invited many faces to be a part of this conversation, and you're going to get to meet them all summer. We have professionals now preparing for live broadcast that will be live in the Atlanta, Houston region. I'm in Atlanta and I travel between Atlanta, Houston, and Midland, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Beeville, Texas, Washington, D.C. We have lots of other experts that we value, that we interact with from all over the world. So this week, be prepared. This next month, be prepared to watch Chris Dow. Chris is going to be on a broadcast with me in just a minute because we are going to dialogue again in a minute about upcoming events. We'll have a second broadcast in just a minute. And he's going to talk about data science over the next couple of weeks. Ken Lavin and Michael Dunn are going to be talking about solutions-driven oil and gas professionals helping others in transition while they're unemployed. And so we're really excited to hear about their story and why oil and gas, despite what's going on, gets up every day, creates solutions in their lives and their sales, going to school, whatever needs to be done. I think people would perceive in the national media outlet that we're all maybe sitting there, hi, Abdullah, that we all are laying there on our pillows with great devastation. I'm sure everyone in the industry, all across the world, no matter what industry, has those moments right now. But oil and gas continues to move and go, and that's what Ken and Michael will talk about. Jeff Berkowitz will share political factors surrounding oil and gas from Washington, D.C. Now, when I was in Washington a month and a half ago, right when the COVID broke out, it's like, does Washington understand us? Does anyone understand our industry? And how hard is it for them to fight for our energy source among all of the different factors that go on in Congress, in the House of Representatives, and the Senate? And I'm very interested to have him talk about that. So I can't wait for Jeff Berkowitz to join us. We will have Mark Stansberry. He is from the GT Group in Oklahoma City. Mark has been while I'm a broadcaster, Mark is a super expert with several books that he's written, a voice in many different areas of life. But he is in Oklahoma City, and he will bring expertise as an energy consultant and a leader in higher education. Well, I'm missing kind of Canon cheering for me. So, Matthew, if you decide to join this broadcast or another broadcast, please do. We welcome family, influence, and all voices in our media outlet. Um, Additionally, Haley Baumgardner and Matthew Hill and myself, and we'll ask Billy Bailey to join us again as a commentator, and we'll have different people. If you want to pitch us an idea, if anybody from our network is watching, we're glad to have you there too. But oil and gas has such a deep, rich story. The professionals and operators ride the roller coaster of the industry, the volatile industry that can happen with the geopolitical dynamics that have happened between OPEC, Saudi Arabia, Russia, and the United States. The reason we believe the Texas oil story is significant is because we are changing and shifting the global economy. Every well we drill, every storage unit that's built, every mile of pipeline, we're able to change that energy story right now. And over the last 5 years, of course, fracking and technology has brought an incredible impact to our economy. Our goal is to continually add to this conversation. So will be reach out to us anytime, global media, because we want you to be able to participate in this story with us and to allow our experts to be subject matter experts for your networks and your stories whenever the time arises. Every Friday at 12, our social media television show called Fossil Fuel Fridays travels from city to city, and we have authentic conversation that's relevant to the fossil fuels and energy message. We're personality driven. We're not corporate driven. We don't answer to a board of directors. We don't have an association that we have to ask a lot of permission. So we can respond very quickly. And all of the people on our network that we have as hosts, that we have visually to represent the oil and gas message, are all very knowledgeable and subject matter experts in their field. We have over 180 broadcasts on Periscope with authentic oil and gas professionals lending their voice to the conversation. Events, associations, thought leaders have also been a part of our story, and we're very grateful for that. So we can see that news outlets can be better informed just by requesting one of our experts to add and contribute to your channel, to your stories that you're building. So there's a drop in prices, if there's an increase in prices, if there's a discussion about OPEC, Saudi Arabia, West Texas, Russia, reach out to one of our subject matter experts and we'll send you to the right person. Each speaker is available for podcast, articles, speaking engagements. Let me answer this question. Do we have a financial interest? We do. We always want to share all of our hosts, all of our colleagues. We want to share our product, our services. We want to sell what we're doing because we want to feed our families. We want to be able to continue to have a livelihood for our families. But that's not why we stop and why we broadcast. We stop and broadcast to shape that public message and to have a deeper voice and advocacy to reach out. And we also are helping other people in our industry have insight to what our experience has been, maybe through tough times and what we've gone through. So they're voluntarily building the conversation and building this content because they trust our voice. Because with social media, one voice can amplify and be equally powerful, amplifying that voice to a major global market. It's just completely powerful. So, from the boardroom to the drill sites, which is upstream, to the pipeline midstream, to the consumer products, and to the pump downstream, fossil fuels gets beat up all the time in public policy and public opinion. And historically, in presidential administrations, there's been varying agendas of which is the energy du jour of the week or of the month or of the year that is the dirty, bad energy. So coal's gone through it, nuclear's gone through it, natural gas has gone through it, oil and gas has gone through it. Oil and gas somehow is just like been the energy du jour for 2 or 3 years now. So while everyone's continuing to use products, but we support the associations, we share their messages, and we divert and discuss. Sometimes on our social media feed, we'll divert and we'll discuss the oil and gas lifestyle, restaurants, Taco Tuesday, sports, social events, football and fossil fuels, personalities, and just thriving in that energy message of what it is to be in the mid-con, Texas and Oklahoma and surrounding states. And we definitely, the basis of when we're dialoguing is to share how drilling impacts our global economy. Hi, OCF Houston. We're going to talk about you in just a minute on our second broadcast. Right now, I'm addressing the major media outlet right now, the major media outlets, and I'm going to tag them, let them know we have a ton of experts who can dialogue with them and help build their stories. I don't think we truly want this sustained world of COVID-19. And I know it's a balance right now between balancing the health of our economy and the health of us as individuals. So it's really nice. You're right. Very few people are traveling, very few people are flying. So fossil fuels is not being consumed as much. I don't think we want to stay in this place because it is the ideal world that environmentalists would absolutely love. That we don't touch the ocean, we don't touch the sea, we don't touch the air, we don't have any impact at all. But it's killing our economy. And so I just want to put that point in there that we want the world to begin again at some point when it's safe. We want that activity to generate. And the field side of oil and gas is still going right now. But so the main message of this, we're going to do two messages today, real quick, is reach out, build a relationship with us. We're going to direct you to the right people, whether it be finance, whether it be government, whether it be actual operators on the field, whether it be people that are circulating among the engineers with products and understanding what drilling mud is, understanding what the actual materials for fracking would be, and understanding the combination of how an entire team works together to bring fossil fuels to the pump, to the products, and creating hand sanitizers and all the different things that are created right now that are actually even supporting COVID-19. So as I wrap up, and I'm going to go into a second broadcast and invite our guests back, I just want to do this message real quick. I want to thank the global media outlets for their 24/7 around-the-clock reporting. Watch our personalities. We invite you to watch our personalities each Friday at 12 o'clock this summer because all of us sincerely believe that fossil fuels the world. So follow Talk Texas Oil on Twitter, talktexasoil@gmail.com, and we will direct you to some amazing people. All right, we'll be back in a couple of minutes, and I want to generate dialogue with Matthew Hill and with Chris Dow. We want to give some updates on some energy events that we've all been a part of this week. All right, we'll see you in just a minute. Have a great day. Be safe and enjoy your weekend with your family. Signing out, Kimberly Smith for Talk Texas Oil.